What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to discuss part 2 of my blue chip NFT series. We will go over another 4 projects that I think could be in the running for the definition of blue chip. Once again, everybody has different definitions of blue chips, and projects on this list could absolutely succeed and projects on this list could absolutely fail. Do not take this video as gospel. Make sure to continue to do your own research. Make sure to continue to follow these projects and make sure to continue to check out these floor prices so you can get really good entries. The point of these videos is to showcase solid NFT projects that have A, done some cool stuff, B, continue to do cool stuff, and C, these are projects that I think have a decent shot at surviving long term. That is the entire point of this video. Make sure to check out my private Discord in the description below. We are still doing incredibly well in this mini bull market. Lots of whitelist quick flip opportunities for members, as you can see on the screen here. If you're interested, make sure to check out the description below. We have a few spots left. In the next couple of weeks, I have some announcements that I'm going to be pushing on this channel as well as Twitter with some really cool stuff coming for members. So you're not going to want to miss that. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the first project. All right, guys. So the very first project on the list today is My Pet Hooligan. And at this given time, the current floor price for My Pet Hooligan is below 0.8 Ethereum. This is a project that launched in the bull market, the 10,000 supply cap project, and they have done great things for the Web3 gaming ecosystem. Over the past 6 to 12 months, the floor price for My Pet Hooligan has basically been range bound anywhere between 0.7 Ethereum and 1.4 Ethereum. So essentially it's been a pretty good investment for anybody looking to hold long term. They also have so much more in terms of gameplay, fun mechanics in their game, and progress to show than most projects. This is one of those teams, this is one of those projects that I think has enough funding, has enough experience, and has some really cool stuff to show already throughout their game with their alpha and their beta testing, with people actually being able to play the game at this current moment, that I am comfortable putting this project on this list. I think My Pet Hooligan has a great shot at succeeding long term, and it's really going to be up to their marketing as well as the gameplay loops and mechanics that they include in the game to garner and hold a player base that wants to continue to play their game. That is going to be the main thing when it comes to any Web3 gaming ecosystem, is you need players, and you need players to enjoy your game, and you need players to continue to support the ecosystem and want to continue to play the game over months and months and months. So My Pet Hooligan is the very first project on this list. What we'll do is we'll take a quick look at some analytics, and then we'll move on to the next project. As you can see, the floor price is currently 0.784 on OpenSea with only 4% listed. So plenty of room for upward movement for My Pet Hooligan, the collection. I'm assuming they have updates and more catalysts coming down the road for this entire collection and team. And so it'll be very interesting to follow this collection. I can still continue to hold the vast majority of mine, and I'm looking forward to see when and how they decide to publish the full release of the game. All right, guys, the next project on the list today is Llamaverse. And we had some comments in my last video telling me to include this one, and I completely agree. I think NFT Llama on Twitter, as well as the new CEO they have appointed, Helen, are going to continue to do a great job with this collection. They have pushed many updates and done many great things for their holders, marketplaces, alpha on their Discord, garnering a great community, continuing to stay active and push updates on Twitter and social media, etc. Llamaverse, the collection, is currently sitting at a 1.17 floor price with only 2% listed. So that's pretty obvious. You can tell that holders are looking to potentially hold for the long term, or that at the very least they're not interested in selling at these current prices. One thing to note with the Llamaverse, the collection, is I believe this collection got anywhere up to 5, 6, 7 Ethereum, and one thing to consider if you're looking for a potential entry into this specific collection. But overall, between the marketplace they pushed, really cool new burn mechanics that they're coming out with, their token, and everything else that they've done in terms of other products and services in their ecosystem, I think Llamaverse deserves to be on this list and will continue to succeed in the bear or the bull market, depending on how the team continues to operate. All right, so the next collection on the list today is Digi Daigaku. And I like this project for a couple reasons. One, Gabriel, the founder, is incredibly active on Twitter. And when it comes to his new collections coming out, which are the Dragon Collection and the Villain Collection, he has done an amazing job at basically farming the hell out of Twitter to get a massive amount of followers and a massive amount of eyes on all of the projects in his ecosystem. But I believe Digi Daigaku was a free mint a few months ago, and I just remember seeing it below 1 ETH, at 1 ETH, at 2 ETH, at 3 ETH, and now it is sitting at over over 10 Ethereum and has basically chilled there for a long time. This collection, I think, is being led by a very competent team in general from Limit Break, and they have recently pushed some really cool updates and some really cool new features to smart contracts for new collections as well as royalties. So really quick, the floor price for this current Genesis collection of about 2,000 NFTs is 11.4 Ethereum with only 3% listed. So I mean, this floor price is absolutely astronomical, and this collection made quite a few people a ton of money. But I know Gabriel has two different collections coming out. One is the Dragon Mint and one is the Villain Mint, which will be a part of the ecosystem. And I believe the Dragon Mint is going to take place on the Super Bowl. So that's pretty crazy. They definitely bought some sort of ad space in the Super Bowl, which is not cheap. They've also published this new thread. Limit Break has made some strides in the backwards compatible programming for royalties and staking. So this is one of those teams and one of those collections that is actually looking to push the space forward, whether for better or worse. There's been some debate over some of these features that they allow, like maximum floor prices and minimum floor prices and enforced royalties in different ways. So it'll be very interesting to see which projects decide to adopt these different technologies and how they decide to adopt these different technologies. Regardless, I think Digi as well as the new Villains and Dragons Mint coming up are all things we should be keeping our eye on. And I believe the Genesis collection is going to continue to do well. They have acquired a ton of funding from venture capitalists, as well as a very active and now very big person on Twitter in the NFT space, pushing the collection and the team forward. All right, guys, so the last collection on this list today in this video is Neo Tokyo. And remember, this is not a perfect list. And also remember that I'm looking to include more projects in part 3 and potentially part 4. So make sure to comment below which collections you want to see included in the next videos. But regardless, Neo Tokyo, I do think has gone through a crazy amount of changes as well as a crazy amount of ups and downs. When Alex Becker was first teasing this and pushing this, there was a bunch of riddles and craziness. And then when it ended up minting and launching, there was a ton of secondary action as well as an astronomically high floor price for both collections. The identities as well as the S1 citizens, they bounced around between like 5, 20 Ethereum. And when the S1s came out, I believe they started at 100 Ethereum, and then there wasn't much volume there, so it decided to continue to lower and lower and lower. Those hype levels were definitely not sustainable, and I don't think Alex did anybody any favors with how much he was hyping up this collection. But regardless, I'm still holding mine, and I'm really not that involved with the community because I'm very busy with my own private Discord, but I have heard really good things about what the community is doing and how the community has evolved over time. So I know Neo Tokyo also has their own marketplace now, as well as gets a ton of whitelist raffles. I know they also have obviously their season 1s and season 2s, so you have different price points to be able to get into the ecosystem. Apparently the Discord has a lot of really cool things going on inside of it, and I know that they're working on Bytes 2.0 release, which is the token. Bytes is the token that powers the ecosystem, and they're working on different changes of how that yield works for citizens, as well as a bunch of different things. So I do think Neo Tokyo is a great project and continues to be a very strong project, and I don't think Alex Becker is going to let this project die, whether it's bear or bull. Some quick stats for the Neo Tokyo ecosystem. Season 2 is currently sitting at 0.82 ETH floor price with 4% listed, and Season 1 is currently sitting at 6.2 Ethereum floor price with 4% listed. So there's different price points, there's different entry points for this collection. I'm currently still holding mine, but overall I think Neo Tokyo essentially has a fairly bright future, even though I'm not that involved in the community anymore. Just a quick transparency section. The only collection that I own in this video is My Pet Hooligan, and I own one Neo Tokyo. So I've held that one Neo Tokyo for months and months now. I want to say over a year now. And I've also held my Pet Hooligans basically since they've minted. I've even bought more. So just wanted to make sure I got that out of the way. Once again, I'm not trying to pump my bags here. I'm just trying to show different projects outside of degen mints and small mints, projects that have been around for a little while and that have seemingly survived at least a decent chunk of the bear market that we currently find ourselves in. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment below different projects that I should be including in these videos. I know that there's plenty of projects that might fit some sort of blue chip definition bill. These are just currently mine in the part 1 and part 2 series, but I do plan on doing more parts, part 3, part 4, part 5, however many parts I decide to do. I want to know what projects you guys think fits the bill in the comments below. Once again, I can't understate how much cool stuff we have for my private Discord coming very, very soon. So if you're looking to get involved, you can check out the description below for a link to our website. Remember, guys, if you like these videos, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, share this information around. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the very, very next video. Peace.